Have you ever been taking handfuls of fertility supplements, hoping that this month is going to be your month to see those two pink lines? Well, what if I told you that those very supplements might be the thing that are keeping you waiting? I spent 3 years in your shoes only to discover something really shocking. The very supplements that were supposed to be helping me with my PCOS and helping me get pregnant actually did not allow me to have a period for 90 days. So today, I am telling you what your doctor might be missing when they're doing testing and why generic supplementation advice might be doing you a disservice. It is no secret that the fertility journey can be really, really frustrating. You live your life 2 weeks at a time, waiting for the positive ovulation test, then waiting for the positive pregnancy test, only to be crushed when your period shows up or your pregnancy test is negative. You seek advice from doctors only to get super generic advice or no advice at all, and being told that it's time for IVF when you're not ready for that. And it's so lonely. I've been there. It feels sometimes like not even your partner understands. If you have a friend that's gone through it as well, they probably had a different experience, so they don't totally understand. Maybe they do. It still feels lonely. There's just so much wishing, waiting, wondering if something is wrong with you. The frustration is real when trying to get pregnant. It doesn't really matter how long you've been trying. Well, this frustration is not your fault. Unfortunately, our system isn't really made for unique approaches to fertility. Doctors have very, very little training in nutrition and supplementation, and it doesn't really allow them to account for your unique chemistry. There's really generic protocols, treatments for this, but we don't ever look inside to see what your unique biochemistry is, what your unique problem is, your root cause of your problem, and begin to fix that. Just know your body is not broken. You just need the right information to be able to give it the right support to optimize your fertility. The answer is not generic, it is precise. After a year of my own fertility struggle, I finally got the diagnosis of PCOS and sprang into action to start addressing them. I did see a practitioner, a functional practitioner that was integrative with traditional medicine and natural health and wellness, but she did not do any functional testing. She kind of said, okay, you have PCOS, we know what to do with that, and started me on a very popular PCOS supplement called chaseberry tree. I took that my entire cycle. It did not improve my PCOS. It did not improve my fertility. In fact, I went 90 days without a period, which is obviously not good for fertility. The problem here was that I never got tested to see what my body actually needed. I just got a diagnosis, and then I got put on a generic supplement that helps some people manage their PCOS symptoms, but it actually made me further away from my ultimate goal. After that little debacle, I went to a family member that is actually a functional medicine doctor. And she told me, well, your symptoms seem really like you have estrogen dominance. And something that helps that is a very popular supplement that a ton of people are on called DIM that helps your body to process the estrogen effectively. So I began to take DIM, hoping that this was the answer. This would balance my hormones so that I could ovulate and get pregnant. But instead, I, for months and months, never saw a positive ovulation test. What I later found out was that when I finally got functional testing done, I found out that I actually don't have an estrogen problem. I actually don't have estrogen dominance. In fact, my estrogen was quite low. And so because I was taking this supplement when I didn't have estrogen dominance, it just worked a little too well. And if you know what it takes to ovulate, your estrogen has to rise for your luteinizing hormone to rise and ovulate. And because I had no estrogen, I was processing out that estrogen really, really effectively. I had no estrogen to make that hormone cycle happen. and to ovulate effectively. I just didn't ovulate for month after month. Ultimately, further setting me back from my goals. I then had 2 big problems, 2 generic supplement advice issues that made me further away from where I wanted to be, which was pregnant, healthy, happy, with a baby inside. When I finally got comprehensive functional testing, that was the turning point for my entire fertility journey. That was when I began to see what was missing inside my body, be able to replace what was missing, and eventually ovulate every single month, have normal length cycles, not 90-day cycles, and be able to conceive and have a healthy pregnancy and a very, very healthy baby. Sometimes when you are taking generic supplementation advice, it can be like treating a disease that you don't have. When you take a deeper look with functional testing, you can see exactly what your body needs. You can see the minerals that are missing, which minerals, your hormones need minerals to be able to function, to be able to even exist. You can see what nutrients your body is getting. You can see the minerals that are missing, the vitamins that are missing, how your body is processing those minerals and vitamins, how your body is processing the hormones. You can see just really how your body is functioning as a unit so that you can give your body the right nutrients, the right diet, the right exercise, the right supplementation, and really optimize that fertility for a healthy pregnancy. This experience that I had is what ultimately made me make the Blueprint to Fertility Mastery, which is a one-on-one coaching program where we use functional testing to determine what your wellness plan should be to optimize your fertility. Inside the Blueprint, we address nutrition, we address supplements, we address exercise, we address environmental toxin reduction, we address stress, all things that we can see through functional testing. With this blueprint, we're finally to address what your body actually needs and not what the general population sometimes benefits from. So imagine knowing exactly what your body needs, having a guide and a plan laid out for you to optimize your fertility and have a healthy pregnancy. Envision having clarity on your journey rather than taking random stabs in the dark and just guessing about what your body needs. The truth is, your fertility journey does not have to be this hard. With the right information, you can create the optimal environment inside your body for conception. I went from 3 years of heartbreak to holding my healthy baby girl, and I've helped so many others do the same. I have created a free fertility quiz to help you understand what your roadblocks to fertility are. So click the link below, take it now, and get the missing piece, the roadblock to you getting pregnant. And if you're ready to stop guessing and start testing and actually get pregnant this time, learn more about my Blueprint to Fertility Mastery by clicking the second link in the description. I'll see you next time.